Good day, everyone. What we're going to do in this video, I have a pair of these, I believe it's pronounced Kunken winter socks or heated socks. And so I just want to do a quick unboxing of these. The second thing that I'm going to do, charge the batteries, and I'll see how long they take to charge. And the next thing that I want to do, of course, is to test them out. And the fourth thing is come back and let you know how it all works out. And I don't know, this is not an endorsement for this product. I will put a link down below in the description if you're interested in ordering these. I did get these on Amazon. But yeah, I know, so I'm not getting paid for this, so whatever happens here happens. But I'll give you an initial reaction and what I think about it. So the first thing here, I'm just reading this card. Of course, they want me to go and do a review and give them a 5-star thing, and then they'll give me a little bit of money. Well, I'm not going to do that. And the next thing is the warranty. It doesn't really tell you what the warranty is. It just says, you know, if the product doesn't work on arrival, you know, give them a call. And but there's no timeline on there for the warranty. It's just basically, if you like them right away, you know, you're good. If you don't like them, well, I guess call them or something, see what happens. So I don't know. Let's check out the batteries first. Now, these batteries, they're supposed to be 4,000 milliamp hours. Now, I'm not sure if that's total or per battery. Yeah, it's per battery, so 4,000 milliamp hours per battery. So that's good. And in the box, this is the charger. It looks like a split off, just a USB charger. So, I don't know, plug this into your computer, or maybe if you have some sort of a USB charger. Alright, so that's fine. I guess, well, these batteries might be fairly charged up. I'm going to have to investigate. It says that they're fully charged, but so I won't be able to give you a good idea how long they take to fully charge on this initial video, but what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go top these off anyway before I even try the socks and see how it goes from there. Okay, so I just plugged them into the charger, and it looks like I was half correct. Those are power settings on the battery, but they also double as the charge level too. So right now, these batteries I would say are 1/3 charged. I guess they probably ship like that. So right now it's just moving up the scale, so it's working on the next section and then the next section here. And I'm gonna guess once they all stop blinking, it's all charged up. That's my assumption. Probably am correct about that. So I'll let you know how long it takes. Timer's going right now, so. So here's the socks here. And believe it or not, initially I'm kind of a little bit surprised. They feel nice and reasonably thick. If you have really big feet, I don't know how these would work. These are supposed to be for men and women. But yeah, I'll be trying those out. I'll let you know. I don't have really big feet. Like, I have like size 8.5, maybe 9 at the max. But if they fit me, they should fit most people. So yeah, they seem like they're fairly sturdy. I was expecting something much cheaper, actually, like for quality, so it actually feels alright. Okay, everyone, so I've been testing out one of the socks on my feet here. I have my shoes on. I have the heated sock on one side and just a normal sock on the other side. And I gotta tell you that the sock does seem to be working fine. I started off on the low heat setting, which is something I recommend because, especially if your feet are really cold, because your blood circulation isn't all that great, and so you don't want a bunch of high temperature on your feet to start off with. So start off on the low setting, and you can feel it. Like normally, a lot of times my feet are pretty chilly and stuff, and that was the case today. Seems to be working fine. Another quick note, I'm going to do a temperature test on this sock, by the way. I don't know how it's going to work out. I haven't tried it. But some people are asking, well, who makes the socks? Where do they come from? I don't know. You're going to have to sort of go with me here. I'm just going to read a few things off of here. Because first off, on the instructions, it's inaccurate how to start the sock up. So the first one, it says, okay, start. Insert the socket into the battery hole and long press the battery switch button until the blue light comes on. So I'm not sure where these are made, but maybe you can figure that out for me. 2, temperature regulation. This product can adjust 3 temperatures. Turn on a blue lamp as first gear temperature regulation. I think you're probably catching on here. Yeah, so anyways, anyway, let's do the temperature test on the sock. So far, I am happy with the quality of the sock. It feels good on my feet. No issue there, and the build of the sock is fine. The heating wires are concentrated in the top of the sock rather than the bottom. Some people might think that's not good, but I think it's good because if the wires are on the bottom, they're probably going to more likely to be damaged. So hopefully the longevity will be good. Something I can't speak to right now. But right now, as far as I can tell you, the sock feels fine and it does work. So that's good. And I did some checking here on the batteries. A lot of the comments, they talk about how long these last, and there's claims about the companies that made some claims apparently, but I can't find those actual claims. But in the comments, there's all these claims about the number of hours, but all you have to do is do a little bit of simple math. I know you probably can't read this, but basically, so the capacity of this battery is 4,000 milliamp hours, or 4 amp hours. Now, to charge them, the input is 5 volts, which is standard for USB, and 1 amp hour. So what that means, at minimum, if your device, if you use like a iPad or iPhone charger, it will definitely achieve the 1 amp. USB on your computer might be much lower. It might be only 500 milliamps or half an amp. So, but generally speaking, as long as you don't run this thing right dead, probably take about 3 hours, 4 hours max. I just charged mine up. It took three hours, and it was at 1/3 power. So that makes sense. It's all good. And the output here, and what I'm getting into here, how long these socks are going to last. So the output, the maximum output is 2 amp hours basically. So what that means, if this is on the highest setting, it's going to take, well, they might last 2 hours. And I'm going to knock that down to like an hour and a half because, I mean, at 2 hours the battery would be totally dead. So, whatever. And if you have it at medium setting, sure, you'll get a full 4 hours out of it for sure. And at the low setting, you'll get 8 hours, but again, I'm gonna knock that down a bit. Let's just say 6 hours. And even at the medium setting with the 4 hours max, let's say 3 hours. And on the low setting, the sock is actually very comfortable. Like, it's working really good. I have one on right now. It's definitely, I can feel it. I recommend using the low power setting, especially if you're, and I know this sounds like it's a contradiction or whatever, but if your feet are really cold, put it on the low setting, because really cold feet don't have a lot of blood flow. And I mean, you could risk possibly injuring yourself, like with the heat stuff. Because if you have a lot of blood flow, your body can take a lot of heat applied to the surface of the skin and stuff. It won't hurt you. But yeah, if you have really super cold feet and poor blood flow, go with the low setting. Just my recommendation. So anyways, the other thing in the instructions, it said to turn this battery on, you press and hold the power button. Now that is not accurate. You just hit the power button once. And I'll just show you, because right away it's on. It's on full power. I don't have it plugged into the socket yet, but it's on full power. And if you just press the button like this, you can't really turn it off. So to turn it off, you press and hold the power button. So, which is opposite to what they say. So to turn it on, just hit the power button, and then just clicks to adjust the amount of power that's coming out. So there's setting 1, 2, well, 1, there's setting 2, setting 1, right up to 3 again. And then to turn it off, press and hold. Okay, so it's kind of opposite of what they said. Now I'm gonna set up my, I don't know how this is gonna work out, but let's turn on this temperature sensor. I put a few probes down. One's here in the socket and one's a little bit higher up here. So let's plug this in. So right now it's at 68 to the sock. And what the heck, let's put this, I'll just show you, slide this in here. This is how you would wear it. Just slide that in. So to turn it on, one click. Let's just put it on, I'm going to put it on low to start with, and let's see what happens with the temperature reading. Depending on how long it takes, you know, I'll speed this up. But let's just notate, I got the time, I'll tell you. Let's see what happens in, you know, maybe 4 or 5 minutes. So I'll give it 4 or 5 minutes. I'll come back and fire up the camera again and show you where we're at. Okay, I'm back here, and I gave it more than 5 minutes, to tell you the truth, because the temperature kept increasing, so I wanted to find out when it stabilized. Now this is on the low power setting, and it seems to have stabilized around 97 degrees Fahrenheit. And why I'm saying that is because my room temperature, I have another thermometer in the room. If you see that, it says, when it goes there, 68. That's the temperature in the room. This probe I have higher up in the sock, so the bulk of the heat, of course, it's going into the toe region here, where the other probe is lower down in the toe region. And it's been sitting at about 97. It seems to be stable there now. To put things in perspective, if you're not familiar with Fahrenheit, 68 degrees Fahrenheit is around about 20 degrees Celsius. So we've heated this, basically we're 30 degrees warmer. I'm going to pump this thing up to full power. And this is why I'm saying, like, I think you should run these things on the lowest power, because it just gives you enough little extra heat if you're out in the cold. It's just going to maintain your temperature, or your body temperature within the sock. And because what is body temperature? It's like, I don't know, just offhand, like it's like 98 or something like that. But what we're going to do now, I'm going to pump this up to max power, and let's just see what happens. Okay, it's on max now. So we're just going to leave that. I don't know how long this time. I'm just going to leave it until the temperature stabilizes, then I'll tell you how long once okay, so this again has been sitting for maybe about 10-15 minutes. It seems to have stabilized at 133 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 63 degrees above the room temperature. So again, so far, I mean, I can't speak to the longevity of the sock, but the sock seems to be, you know, made fairly well. It's comfortable, and I don't really have any issue right now, but because I've been wearing this sock for like an hour at least now, on one foot, my one foot feels kind of cold, the other one is like pretty toasty, so I'm pretty happy with this so far. Check the description below. I'll put a link. I got this on Amazon. I'll put a link to this sock. I'm not going to give them a review on the Amazon site to somehow collect some sort of bonus money. That's not my thing. And then I will also update this in the future. If the sock fails, I'll tell you how long it lasted. Or at any point, if you come in, just ask how it's working out. And I will let you know. One thing I want to talk about is the care of the sock when it comes to washing. Now, keep in mind, there's the electrical wires in here. And you probably don't want to throw this into a hardcore washing machine. In the instructions, it does suggest to put it into like a some sort of a laundry bag thing or something, like a small bag, and wash them. I think that's a really good idea, but for me, I think I'm going to gently wash these by hand and just hang them up to dry, and don't do a whole bunch of grab a sock and wring it out really hard. Don't do that. Just give it a wash and let it hang to dry, and be very careful when you wring it out because, there's wires in here. You don't want to mess them up. So other than that, I don't know. I am satisfied at this point. And again, I'll give you updates. So, having said that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It's so important to give me a like and subscribe. That's all I do. I do a lot of these product reviews, so please join. Thank you very much, everyone. Take care. Have a great day.